that kid was waving to me. I probably should have waved back to him, but don't want his mum thinking I'm a pedo or anything. So some time back I sold my Honda XL 600R 1984 just because it was a silly, stupid bike really. It was pretty fucking hopeless at everything, to be honest. So I decided, yeah, enough is enough, just get it fixed up, sell it on. And I thought, about £1,000, maybe I can get like an old hack and just use that until one day I might be able to save up and get something nice. And I got the money together somehow, and I rode to Plymouth. I got a train to Plymouth and gave a guy £1,300, and he gave me this. It's an Aprilia RSV 1000 Mille. So, not long had it. Not really had a chance to properly rant it because the weather's been shit. Oh, ice apparently. Yeah, I'm not seeing any ice around. I think that's a lie. So yeah, it's not like inline 4 fast like today's superbikes. It's similar sort of power figures to that of a modern 600, but it's got more torque. And it's a 60-degree V-twin, this. So it's a little bit more compact than a sort of 90-degree, and I guess that maybe does affect the handling characteristics as well. There's 2 counterbalance shafts in the motor, so it's really smooth to the point where you don't get loads of vibration. It's still involving. It's still really involving and really good fun, but it's really smooth. That's annoying. The rev counter, the gear indicator light only flashes at about 5,000 to 6,000, which is just a complete pointless waste of time. I think it's stuck in like running mode. Yeah, it's a bit of an extreme position compared to a road bike. But to be honest, after a week or so, you sort of you settle into it, all your muscles and everything kind of adapt to the shape of the thing, and it's actually quite comfortable. The pegs are actually quite a good position, so your knees aren't like right up past your ears. There's a bit of a stretch over the tank, but it's not that extreme. Suspension wise, it's not too bad. It's supple enough that even on these sort of pitted roads here, bubbles about a bit, but it actually soaks up quite well. The damping's pretty good, but when you tip it into a corner, it feels solid. It doesn't feel wallowy at all. So yeah, it's stiff, but you kind of want it to be a little bit stiff, don't you? Ooh, Before I bought this bike, I was riding a 2-stroke Yamaha RX100 one. So yeah, a little bit different in terms of acceleration and performance. Into the sun. Back brake, still a Brembo caliper, but yeah, not that great. There's not a lot of feel, and it just locks really easily. There's not really much feel. You don't know when that's going to happen, but all for £1,300. Not bad. That needs no work doing to it. It's taxed and MOT'd, recently serviced. This is a heck of a lot of performance for that sort of money. And it's not just about the performance and the speed, that's all good, but it's just the way it makes you feel as well. That's what it's all about, really. This probably does about 160 something, 0 to 60 in about 3 seconds something. I don't really care too much about top speed and acceleration. Acceleration's fairly important, but who cares about top speed, really? I mean, how many times are you going to be doing 180 miles an hour? Where the fuck am I? Oh, I think I'll just go straight on. Oh, yeah, am I going this way? Am I? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. What should we do? Let's go to Cheddar. Apparently there's a good couple of accidents a week nearly down here, which, considering it's such a quiet road, is quite a high ratio. Like this corner here, you think, oh yeah, that's right, you lean it right over, and then it just sort of sucks you out. It goes off camber a little bit, and sucks you into the outside, and you can just see back there, like at the side of the road, there's just loads of broken plastic in the bushes from cars and bikes just overcooking it. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of these tyres. It's fair enough, they're sort of all-weather touring tyres, so yeah, they've got a real flat profile. Doesn't make the bike want to turn very quickly, and there's not a lot of grip as well. The front tyre just doesn't fill me with confidence at all. Just really likes to rev, which I was quite surprised about. I must admit, I'd not ridden a V-twin, a proper V-twin before, so it was. I was quite surprised at how quick it revved. I just had this image of a big, slow, lazy V-twin, but no, not at all. And to a halt. Thanks, mate. Thank you. If you're pulling out of a junction, get a fucking move on. See people like pulling out of junctions like they're fucking crawling out of bed in the morning. And we'll go down this way today. This is a fun little road. Thank you! That's nice when people let you pass. Yes! Noisy bike. I like noisy bikes. This isn't too noisy actually. It's not. I don't like it when it's noisy. It just pisses everyone off. I have actually got the baffle in this. Noise is important. Fuck what anyone else says. Noise is important. Not too much noise. It's just uncomfortable and antisocial, but that's part of the whole experience. This is a really nice sounding bike. I'd say my favourite bikes. Well, the bikes that I've owned, best sounding. Ooh, it's a tricky one. Probably the Triumph Daytona, that 950cc triple with a carbon pan. Oh, that does sound really nice. I think though, I'm going to have to say the VFR 750 I had with the race bike. That sounded awesome. That V4 with the gear-driven cams. I'm going to put it up like that, that's better. Adjusting my fucking, I've got my little insert in my visor so it just keeps misting up all the time. And my nose is running. This has a kind of slipper clutch as well, so when you sort of come back down through the gears, it's supposed to sort of help prevent the back wheel from locking when you're under deceleration. It still locks if you don't grip the throttle, but it's certainly not as bad as other bikes I've ridden. It seems to work quite well. Probably not as good as a sort of modern slipper clutch by any means, but I am quite interested to see how a sort of modern superbike sort of compares to this, really, because like this is, for me, you know, this is probably one of the most sophisticated bikes I've ridden, and this is like, you know, 10, 15 years old now. So I'm interested to see like how the technology's developed in the last sort of 10 years. Certainly with all these new sort of traction control, ABS systems, it's changed quite a lot. But hopefully over the next sort of few months I will have an opportunity to ride a few more modern sport bikes. So yeah, you're probably wondering, where the fuck is this? This is Cheddar Gorge. It's a fantastic place. It's really big, just a big deep gorge basically, with a nice windy road that goes all the way through it. And today there's bugger all tourists around, which is quite nice. You get goats in the road though sometimes, so you have to be careful with that. But hey, it's not like riding around Nepal where there's just goats and people everywhere. Yeah, sorry if you're expecting another Nepalese video, but this is actually where I live. So yeah, this is England. This is what England looks like, and here it is. This is green. It's pleasant. It's land. The clutch, it's a little bit heavy. Around town and stuff, I'm pretty much just using all 4 fingers or 3 fingers. Anally Road? Sorry, is that actually called Anally Road, but with 2 ends? That's hilarious. I might have to go back there and scrub the other end off. Oh, I can't wait till the summer comes and the roads are good. I've got some nice tyres on this thing. I'm still not used to riding a V-twin. It's still something I've got to get used to. It's not difficult to ride, it's just different. It does feel different with a whole load of fuel. It's a bit top heavy now going into the corners. Oh wait, look at that. That's an Astra SRI. That's a pretty rare car these days. Well, they'd all just turn to rust. It's funny the things you sort of lust after when you're a kid. You know, there's like a kid on your street who had an over SRI or something like that. It's like, oh wow, he's made it, man. I need a Nova SRI in my life. That will make my life complete. Changing gear when I don't need to. Sunset. Trucks, yeah. Mushrooms. It's a mushroom factory. Oh, that works. It's just like I don't know. How does a mushroom factory work? Just have like a pile of shit, and everyone just shits into a pile and then picks the mushrooms off. I don't know. I'm sure it's a bit more to it than that. not a massively light bike. Massively light, is that a oxymoron? I don't know. It's not massively light, it's about 185 kilos, something like that. So, probably about 15 kilos more than a sort of modern super bike. But it's still light enough. But yeah, the other sort of silly thing about this bike is the clocks. The clocks are, I don't know, they look a bit shit. It's functional, it just looks a bit shit. There's loads of features on this. You've got things like, you can record your lap times, but just using all these buttons down here, it's just unfathomable. I figured a couple of them out, but I haven't got a manual for it, and to be honest, you kind of need one. You see a lot of people riding bikes who don't filter through traffic, and I don't really see the point. There's a drift and suspension bridge. It's a very pretty place, Clifton, and that's why all the rich people live there. Because poor people can't live anywhere pretty. That's just kind of the rules of life. If you're poor, you have to live somewhere shit and ugly.